Hey-o, alright, so
Had to do it.
had to do it, yeah. Alright, you wanna introduce?
This is the thing that we're gonna do because we don't have lives.
Yeah, and we do this all day long, and you can expect one from 2 a day, right?
I was thinking more along the lines of 7.5
I think we can do that, yeah.
because I still need some time to jerk one off every now and then.
Alright. So, Civilization 5.
Dad,
Classic
that
strategy
is
game.
the fifth game in a series. That's quite
It is.
impressive.
Alright, so settings, Persia, Pangea, Standard, Settler, Quick. That was quick, because we're doing quick. Start game.
Yo, who's that hot guy holding up that, like, gyroscope there?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh, look at the facial hair.
Yes, and I know a lot of people are going to say, why would you choose him? He's probably a bad guy. It's because of the beard, no other reason.
I mean, it looks like he's separated it into different levels of beardiness.
It's pretty great. That's the only reason we chose him, the beard.
It's
All right,
fantastic.
so
And it really is the only reason we chose him.
you know what I realized? We haven't even introduced ourselves, and it's the first video we're doing.
Oh, I'm Dan.
And I'm Isaac. Oh, wait, no, that was wrong.
Died
Sorry, messed up the
because
script.
we like to confuse people who don't know anything about us. I'm actually Isaac.
And I'm actually Dan. Or Daniel.
And I'm better than Dan.
Yeah, alright, so, Isaac, you don't know how to play Civilization. Shall I describe it?
I don't know anything about this game at all, so
Alright, so,
you should probably tell me about it.
alright, so, thank you, whatever, alright. So, Civilization is your classic strategy war type game. You, have settlers, you pretty much make a civilization, and in your different cities, you create different items, and it can be either buildings in your city, or it can be things on the map, such as warriors, like we have here. And the point is to go, and there's different ways to win. I prefer winning by killing everyone else. That's my favorite way to win.
Of course you do.
Yeah, but there's other ways to win. I don't know. I haven't really experimented with those. So
Now, Dan, I think it should be said that as you play this game, I'm sitting here with my AP World Civilizations book in front of me.
let's see if we can match one of those.
So,
All right, let's get started.
Fact check anything.
All right, let's get started. Let's found a city, because we're 2.5 minutes in, and we just started.
That sounds good.
So,
now, the first fact I think
boom,
that
city.
should be checked is the fact that we're on Pangea. And you see, the problem with that is...
Was Pangea there? 4,000... I don't think Pangea was around then.
Gone around the time the dinosaurs
Yeah,
were gone.
I think continents were pretty where they were at about 4,000 BC.
An approximation, of course.
All right, so first building.
Crazy kids on YouTube want to yell at me for getting things wrong, and that's fine and dandy. Feel free to do it, but realize I'm going to be wrong a lot, so your throats are probably going to get sore.
All right, yeah, it's fair enough. All right, what do we want to build first?
I think we should probably build something next to a river, because
this thing right here.
I'm reading here about River Valley civilizations.
Our capital city is next to a river.
That's fantastic.
Amazing. All right, workers. I think.
Other capital city. You know what other capital cities were near rivers, Dan?
What? Would you say something like?
There's Mesopotamia.
Ooh.
There's Egypt. There's Memphis, right? The capital of ancient Egypt.
Right.
Sumeria.
By the way, I'm building a worker.
It's Mesopotamia. There's the place in China, the Huanghe Valley.
Oh, all right.
Spell that out for you.
I'd rather not. You shouldn't have to either. Instead, you should tell me what. Why did you hung up?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you sent me a message. All right.
I did do that.
All right. What do we want to build, or what do we want to research? I'm sorry, not build. Research. I already built a worker because we build people.
I don't know about you, but I'm researching the spread of civilization in ancient Europe because I'm doing some notes.
All right.
That was a joke. I'm not doing notes. Although I was not joking.
What do we want to do? Do we want to do archery?
Well.
That might be good.
That does sound kind of badass.
All right. We're doing it. You guys, you're gonna go explore, right? Oh yeah. Also, all the squares are hexagon. It's also a turn-based game. In case you didn't know.
Hexagons are my third favorite shape.
Really?
Yeah, right after dodecahedrons and spheres.
I prefer. I have no idea what I was going to say there actually, but spheres are pretty great. I enjoy spheres. All right,
Well,
so
love for the dodecahedron?
I love the dodecahedron. That's actually my second favorite. I love how the
Well,
clouds.
that's my first favorite.
I love how if you look at the cloud section in the shape of a hexagon because of the squares.
You're right. It is oh my god.
Oh, hey, we met Venice. Because Venice is a person. Interesting fact.
Now, see, there's a problem with something you just said, which is that it says nowhere in this AP book that clouds were shaped like hexagons 4,000 years ago.
Well, that's because we don't have any pictures of clouds from 4,000 years ago. I think that's our problem.
We don't have any. Well, I think there's no historical documentation of excuse me. There's no historical documentation of a hexagonal cloud, which is something else you should keep in mind because, I mean, how many cave paintings have you seen with hexagonal clouds?
Geneva. We met Geneva.
That is a convention with lots of laws about war.
All right, yeah.
You know
I love
what
how.
I did earlier today?
What are we? We're 4 turns in and nothing has happened.
That's
rousing. Let's play.
Dan, do you know what I did earlier today between crying myself to sleep and hitting my head against a brick wall?
Hitting your face against a stone wall?
That sounds very redundant. I don't think I would do that. No, I watched the first 3 episodes of Breaking Bad, and I've got to tell you, Bryan Cranston, who, for you uncultured folks, was also the father from Malcolm in the Middle, and that one guy in, like, the 86th episode of The X-Files.
They took our rune.
He's not as much of a fun-loving father as much as a lung cancer-having, meth-dealing crazy father.
Oh, hey, by the way, we can adopt a policy. Let's adopt a policy. What do we want?
I'd rather adopt a child, but I suppose tradition.
Tradition? Nice. I'm dancing, but nobody can see it. That sucks.
I think I should make it known that I'm probably going to be singing, or like something that I call singing that you all call awful atrocities on your verse.
That was adorable.
A lot. So get used to it.
Yeah. Didn't get used to it, ever.
Dan, those men just disappeared into the hexagonal fog that is clouds.
That's true. Hey, but we now have archery.
Well, that's fantastic. And we got a quote from Aesop. He's talking about pulling on strings and hurting other people.
All right, next. Choose one.
Animal husbandry, because I want to be a bestialist. I want to marry my horse.
You read my mind.
So, Dan, let's talk about our animal husbands.
Well, mine's a penguin.
It's a penguin.
Yeah, but I have to keep the thermostat really low or else they get really angry.
Was that a reference to Mr. Popper's penguins?
No, that was a reference to penguins live in Antarctica and it's cold there. At least I've heard. I haven't been there personally.
You know how I know it's cold in Antarctica, Dan?
How?
Because Iron Man made an Arctic suit that he only wore in one issue, and he wore it in Antarctica, and he wore it because it was cold.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. You know, those graphic novels, those are pretty accurate sources, right?
No, Dan, those are comic books.
Comic books.
Sorry.
Was I using the... I'm sorry, I was using the politically correct term.
No, they're actually 2 different genres. I'm not even kidding.
All right.
Like, I'm really... Like, I'm kidding most of the time, but right now, I'm being serious.
All right, completely serious. All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Completely.
Choose a policy. Should we do a different policy, or should we finish tradition?
I like honor. I like honor.
That's an honorable choice.
You know, like...
Oh, did you get the pun there?
That wasn't...
That wasn't really a pun. It was kind of a pun.
That was not a pun at all, actually. Sorry to break it to you. Anyways, speaking of honor, did you ever watch the original Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I did not.
Oh, well, that's a shame, because, you know, there's this character, Prince Zuko. He's kind of, like, all about getting his honor back. If you people out in internet land haven't figured it out yet, I watch too much TV and movies, and read comic books and generally a nerdy person.
Leave a comment if you can guess Isaac's favorite TV show. If you're right, you get a free view of this video.
So leave a comment if you want to go out on a date with me, because I'm lonely.
Dude, you realize we're gonna get 0 comments just because of that?
Okay, you know what? Leave a comment if you don't want to go out on a date with me.
Oh, we're gonna get thousands.
And then, if you don't leave a comment, what I'll do is I'll find you.
We probably should have killed those guys.
Go out on a date with me.
The wheel. We can invent a wheel.
Oh my god.
No, sorry, not a wheel. The wheel.
Dude, I don't know. That's science! Let's do it for science. I yelled. I'm sorry.
We're doing the wheel.
For science.
Alright. Gotta love science.
Now back on the subject of me being lonely.
Yeah.
No, I actually do want to talk about this.
Alright.
So, I met a cute lady.
Nice.
And we talked for 5 minutes.
A whole 5, wow. Is that a new personal record?
Because she's friends with my friend's girlfriend, and apparently she found me somewhat attractive. And then my life turned into the first part of a romantic comedy, and I found one of her textbooks on my desk on Friday, and now I have that, and I have to give that back to her.
All right.
So
nice.
That's just crazy, right?
Fun.
So let's cross our fingers that works out, so none of you people out in the internet world have to date me.
Yeah, because that would be absolutely terrible. I would agree with that.
Yeah, no, we would all, everyone would be sad, all 3 of us.
Should we just build the Temple of Artemis just because we can?
I mean, I'd rather build one to Athena. I'm kind of more of a fan
I
of her.
I don't think you can build a temple for Athena in this.
Oh, well. I mean, Artemis, she is the goddess of hunting.
So are we just going to do it because we can? I
guess that would benefit our archery, so let's do it.
All right.
N-word.
Yeah, because it will definitely help our archery. That's completely true. You are a master of this game.
Thank you. Well, actually, I just know a lot about mythology because I take Latin.
Hey, we can adopt a new culture. Or policy, not culture.
What are the things under honor? Let's look at those.
Discipline and warrior code.
Dude, discipline is a big thing. I think we should go for that.
Yeah. All right.
See, now I'm basing all my decisions on the adoptions on, like, mortal basis.
All right.
And
I'm
not
making
based in history or the stats of the game.
So
kind of
I'm making all of my decisions based off of whatever you say, because I really don't care, and I feel like a lot of people are just going to make fun of me for that.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to yell at us, and they're going to be like, hey, you're not playing the game right. You should have adopted...
Liberty, I think that's what was left. I don't know. What's that? What's left?
The Statue of Liberty's wee-wee. And
Something,
I'll be like, excuse me, she is a lady.
Yeah, that was the important part of that sentence.
That was a bad story.
I don't know. I've heard worse. But then again, the worst stories were also by you, so...
Yes, I was about to say the exact same thing. They were also from me, so I mean...
You know, whatever.
But you also heard the best stories from me. Like the one where my life turned into romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Which I told, like, 2 minutes ago. Or,
hey, we're the most literate people.
About the lady who bit my tongue and then thought we were dating.
Oh, that was a great story. Which I definitely didn't tell everyone.
Well, like, I didn't tell everyone, but everyone kind of, you know, found out about it.
Yeah.
So I might as well have. I would have preferred to, in fact.
Yeah.
Because then they would not have gotten the wrong idea. Because I got yelled at by some other females who were displeased with my behavior.
Yeah. Other people asked me about it, and they may have called you some names, which I'm pretty sure I can't say out loud on YouTube.
Why? Are we a non-cursing channel?
No, we're a channel that's making sure our video... It's not a non-cursing channel. It's a channel where we don't want to censor our entire video.
I mean, like, I'm not going to...
Yeah, I'm going to keep it... I'm going to keep it pretty...
I live in a house with other people there.
Yeah, me too.
I got a rep to maintain.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that's going to be the end of our first episode.
That was probably the worst first episode of anything ever.
Probably, but I doubt many people watching this could beat that.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So,
right, worst episode of anything ever of all time.
all right, that's the title. Worst episode ever of all time, or whatever he said. Well, all right. No saying when the next one's gonna go up. We should have 7 up by the end of the day, right?
I'm gonna go eat a steak and take a dump.
All right. See you next time with Let's Play Part 2.
Ron Swanson.
Nope, too late. Missed it.
Damn.